Alright, hey everybody, so I'm gonna try to take this in one shot, simply because obviously if I do it too many times, I'm just gonna lose my cool, I'm not gonna do it, and then it's gonna take forever to edit, so let's just get with it. I even brought my notes. So this video is about my new business. Okay, so I don't know if you probably followed my first 365-day challenge and kept up with that. I know I dropped the ball. I didn't explain what happened at the end, but I know I posted a lot on Instagram about how that just didn't work out. So for a little bit, I was definitely bummed and was like, I'm done trying to do a business. I'll just go back to corporate world and do a 9-to-5. Very quickly, I was like, yeah, this sucks. I can't do this. It's just, I can't, once you leap out into the world of I'm my own boss, I do my own thing, I do something that makes me happy, it's really hard to do a job that just drains your soul. So, we gotta make this happen because your girl got bills to pay. I have a car to pay for. And I just this just needs to happen, because it makes me happy. And we only get one life. Why y'all want me to work a 9-to-5? Why can't you just support me now? So, my new business, as you know, it's about fitness, health, and wellness. I guess it ties in a lot to what I was doing before. So before I was a full-time freelance artist and actress, and now I'm still a freelance artist, but acting, I don't do as much. Now, there's two reasons why I don't do acting as much. One, mainly is because of COVID. So I couldn't work when we can't be touching everybody. And now that the industry is opening back up a little bit more, I'm still I think not. Don't touch me. I'm good. I'd rather just wait because I don't I'm not that kind of person, you know what I'm saying? I already don't like germs like that, so I really don't wanna purposely put myself in a situation for not enough gain. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of those roles that I'm gonna get, or that I was getting, was background roles. So I was like, do I really want to get COVID for not even a main role? So I was like, you know what? It's cool. I'll wait. But one thing that I did learn about acting is that the whole world is your stage. You're always performing, you're always interacting, you're always acting. So it really is not me giving up on it. It's just me putting it on the side and slightly shifting my thing. Because with acting, I also had to stay in my top fitness, They hired me literally based off of a picture. They hired me based off of a look. And so I always had to stay in shape. I always had to care about my hair, my skin, my makeup, all this stuff. And so it's the same thing. It's just now I'm telling you a healthier way, because in Hollywood, in entertainment, on the big stage, on Broadway, a lot of people, I'm not gonna say a lot, but I will say that eating disorders and plastic surgery, and I'm not saying plastic surgery is bad. If you do it, good for you. If you don't, also great, whatever. But I'm saying the pressure to have to do it, now that's bad. The pressure to feel you have to get plastic surgery to change yourself, that's not okay. You should only do plastic surgery if you want to, or if something really bad happened, and you need a prosthetic arm or something, somebody, I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling. So yeah, in that industry, it was really, really tough because they would really be on you oh, I don't like the way you look, or, I'm only doing this, or this is only acceptable. And then especially for me as a Black woman, let me tell you, it was hard, okay? Because let's just be honest, there's still a lot of biases and racism that goes on. And it's not always blatant or harmful or mean, but sometimes it's still it blocks you a lot because you don't want me, because I don't want to have my hair straightened this day. You're like, oh wow, why isn't it straight? And I'm like, because you hired me 4 hours ago. I can't straighten this in 4 hours. I can barely wash it and put 2 braids in it in 4 hours. So, you didn't give me enough time to do that. And then I would come with my hair already made perfectly, and I knew and then they would have a stylist who obviously doesn't know how to do my kind of hair, and they would ruin it, and it would be, and they would literally be like, oh my god, can can you help me? I was like, I can't help you. You just put water in it and everything else. I told you, like, my hair, like, if I warned you before you started, and I literally do, I tell them, I was like, if you take it out of this style, it can't go back. So like they start like ripping through my curls and like separating them and making it really frizzy, and then they're like, oh, I messed up, can you help me put the curl back? And I was like, no, like I have to rewash my hair and everything, and then you've already put like random gel and hairspray, so it's a done deal. So anyway, enough about that. I'm probably gonna cut most of that, I don't know. Let me know if you want to hear it or save it. I'll probably put it at the end. So anyway, like I said, my new business is about fitness, health, and wellness. So I really care about people being in a healthier version of their life. Like, it's a crazy time right now with COVID. Health is super important. People are very stressed out. Everybody's like just drained, and I really want to help guide that into a new direction. So step number 1, I got 10 steps for you. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I got 10 steps for you that I'm gonna incorporate, and we're gonna see if it works. So that way my business goes from like chirp, 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 little crickets to like booming, and then I'm like, hey you guys, hey. Okay, so why did I do that? I'm such a weirdo. Okay, number 1, promote. So one thing about me is that I really get nervous and shy to tell people about what I'm doing. I know that a lot of people who have met me, or a lot of you follow me on social media, are like, yeah, right. But it's true. Like, I love hyping y'all up. I'd be like, yes, oh my God, you're so amazing, you're so awesome. But then when people ask me about myself, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm just little old me. Pay me no mind. I have no idea why I'm like that. It's just in real life. In like actuality. No, you know what? I always say in real life. I don't know why, but that's get with the program. So in real life, I don't brag about myself. I barely tell anybody anything. So that's why I'm posting this video, because I'm telling y'all, I got a business. Yeah. Wellness. Health. Boom. Click the link. Sign up. I'm gonna have to cut that. See, look, that's all. Okay, wait, you know, no, we're gonna keep it. Like I said, 1 take. You're gonna see all of it. Craziness, nonsense, fun, playing around. Yeah. Yikes. All right. Number 2, it goes along with promoting. I need to post stuff. Also, this is not food, this is my ink. I also have an art business. Promoting. Yeah. Follow me at the Soul Artista. I'm on Instagram, Facebook. I have a Patreon. Check it all out. But yeah, posting. So like I said, I get really nervous, and then I'm like, oh, this sucks. You know, no one's gonna like it. This is dumb. All these ugly things. Like, why do we say that to ourselves? That's another thing that I'm working on with my wellness, is like, why are we so like in a rush to tell ourselves like all these bad things about ourselves? But then like, if anybody else said any of these things to us, we would be like, don't talk to me like that. So why do you talk to yourself like that? But yeah, so I'm just gonna get past the fear and just post the stuff, because I usually just get too scared and then I just never post it, and then yeah, it's just like over, and I'm like, oh, I missed my opportunity, because I'll have all these videos and stuff and I want to share it, and then it just like, I get busy and caught up, and then next thing you know, I never posted it. So that's why I was like, I gotta do this in 1 take. I gotta get it out there. Gotta put it out there, because I will never promote myself and never post it. So get it done, Crystal. Do it. Okay. Number 3 is getting on a schedule. So I did create an actual schedule that I need to do. Okay. And in this schedule, I was like, you gotta get this done. Like, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, and you're gonna do this. You're not gonna be like, oh, well, I'll just do it later. Like, oh, maybe next time. Because I do that, you know, I do that a lot. I know a lot of us do that. And especially with quarantine, it's like so easy to procrastinate. You're just gonna be like, oh, like, why is there a rush? Outside is closed. It's been closed for like, since March. What month is this? November? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 8 months. If COVID was a woman who was pregnant, she almost about to have her baby. Why did I compare it to that? That is so weird. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a long time. Like, it's a very long time. So it's very easy to get caught up and like, oh, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, and the next thing you know, like, boom, it's 2 years from now and you didn't do it. And that's literally how it goes in life. Like, so I was like, okay, get on the schedule, don't make excuses, do it. Do the dang thing. Now, number 4 is beat the fear. So like I said, a lot of the reasons why I don't do all this stuff is because I'm like nervous, I'm afraid, I'm fearful. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Somebody don't like it, okay? So like, who cares? Like, no one's gonna, for every person who doesn't like it, someone is gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? So you can't worry about what other people think because it doesn't matter. Also, this is the internet. It's not like the people who don't like me live with me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not like I'm ever gonna have to interact with them. They don't like me? Awesome, cool. Don't watch the video. Click X, you know, thumbs down it, whatever. Is not physically hurting me. So I have nothing. I don't know why we think like, oh, what if it fails? Okay, then you just learn something. Like, from my first business failing, I learned so much. That's why I'm able to come up with this list and why I have been already more successful in just a few weeks that I've had this business versus my old one, simply because I learned something. So it's never a failure. It's just always like, okay, you learned something new. So why are you afraid? What is the worst that can happen? I already experienced the worst that can happen. It failed. And then guess what? You just start over. And here we are. And how excited and happy I am. I cried my tears. I already, was upset. And now it's good. Now it's all good. It's good, baby. So number 5, share something useful. So the reason why I'm sharing this video is because I know a lot of people out there are always like, how to get 10,000 followers? What am I supposed to do? How do I start my business? Like, watching all these videos, if you're anything like me, you watch tons of them. And honestly, a lot of them are very, very helpful, but then also a lot of them are really repetitive. What you really need to do is just get started. And coming from a business owner currently, and then also like previously, I will say, like, I want to share things that are helpful. And I think what's helpful is not always just sharing success, because obviously everybody's always like, look, I finally am at 1 million. And they just tell you like, just be patient, just be consistent. And it's like, okay, but can you tell me, like, what did you try that went wrong? So one thing that I will share in this video about sharing something useful is make sure whatever you're sharing or whatever you're talking about is gonna benefit somebody. So why are you sharing that? Because the thing is, you can't just go out there and be like, for the people, like, here's a main example. How often do people slide in your DM, never say hi, you don't know them, you're not their friend, and the first thing they say is like, hey, can you check out my whatever and buy it? It's like, hello, excuse me, can you say hi? Do I know you? Like, why not offer me something free? Do you have a discount? Like, who are you? You can't just like randomly slide in people's DMs. Now there's a different way to like network. You're like, but what if I don't know them? How do I slide in? So you need to build a conversation. Like some of their posts first. Follow them. Don't ask me to follow you and then you don't follow me. Don't say like, hey, you wanna promote for our stuff? Can you give us an email? You want me to promote for you, so why don't you email me? Why don't you send me the stuff? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? So make sure there's like a give and a take if you're going to go out there. So if you want people to like your post, you want people to like your picture or video, it has to be more than just a pretty picture. Like, why would they like this? How are they benefiting from this? Is it like inspiring? Is it aesthetic? Is it like learn how to take amazing photos, or like this photo and win a free photo shoot? I don't know. Like, you need to give somebody something to make them want it, okay? Make them want it. Make the people want it. Speaking of that, I'm gonna do more of number 6, which is giveaways and free stuff, because we all love free stuff. But okay, low-key, number 6 is related to number 5 and also completely not related. So since I already explained why it would be related, let me tell you why it's like not related and why I put it as like its own little thing. Is because, okay, one thing that really bugs me, and I'm like on serious now, like, is that health and wellness and fitness and food and all that stuff is not accessible. Like, it's really not freaking accessible to everybody. It's only accessible to people who have money, which is really messed up. Because think about it, like when you want to go to the doctor or something, then they be like, oh, do you have insurance? Oh no, so I can't see you. What are you, so you just gonna let me die? Like, that makes no sense. Like, I'm sorry, I'm getting too hype. Or like, I pay insurance and then you also want me to pay a copay. Why don't you take that copay from the insurance that I pay you for all the months that I didn't come in here? Why don't you take it from that? Or where's all this, like, why is it that my wellness and my health only matters if you're gonna make money? Like, I know everybody needs to make money, everybody needs to have stuff, but I don't think it's right that, like, we would really just let somebody die or be ill or be sick, and then you tell people, like, eat healthy. Okay, how much does it cost at Whole Foods? How much does it cost at Food for Less? Which one do you think a minimum wage worker is gonna be able to afford regularly? Ramen is like 47 cents. Well, it's not that anymore. It's actually like 78 cents now, but ramen is 78 cents. And then you say like, oh, this green juice is $5. I can't spend $5 on one juice. Like, the juice I still have to eat for the rest of the day. Like, come on now, that's just, yeah. I'm not gonna go on a rant about that. I will save that for, why do I always feel like I'm off center? Whatever. I will save that for another day. But yeah, like, that bothers me. It really genuinely bothers me. And so I don't wanna be going into the health field and health services with that same mindset where it's like, well, I just care about myself. I'm just doing this because doctors make a lot of money. Like, no, I'm doing this because I really want to help. And I feel like they really lie. Like, for lack of better words, I feel like they lie, because one of the oaths you take is thou shalt do no harm, but then you will literally like be like, oh, well, it's not my problem, which I feel is harmful. Like, ignoring somebody who is actually hurt just because they can't pay, like, that's messed up. That's messed up, and I'm just gonna move on from that. So anyway, back into the story, because clearly I got passionate there. Number seven. Okay, so I don't know why I did that. I just needed to get the jitters out. Okay, so number 7 is consistency. And I think that's the problem. Like, I get started and then I fall off. It's just like everybody who's like, oh, I work out all the time and then the holiday comes and I just eat everything and then I gained all the weight back. By the way, back to number 1, I'm promoting myself. I currently have a variety of yoga packages and I'm doing a pre-sale for package 1 and 2. So if you buy it before Thanksgiving Day, you can get a discount. But then after Thanksgiving Day, the price gotta go up. Sorry. Gotta catch it on the pre-sale, y'all. I got a pre-sale. So click this link. Ding! Yeah, so back to consistency. So like the thing is, you have to do it all the time. People be looking forward to you. Like, I know I look at certain people's pages every day because I'm like, they post every day or they post 3 things every day. So then if they don't post it, I'm like, oh man. But if they don't do it one day, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're sick or you got it, that's fine. But then if they don't post it for like months and months and months, and I just sort of like, oh, okay. And I stop checking for them. They stop showing up on my feed. So if you're not consistent, no one's gonna check for you. No one's gonna remember to be like, hey, I should probably come down to this. Like, you have to show up. You gotta show up. 8, network. So let's go back to what I said about share something useful and don't just slide in someone's thing. So let's talk about networking real quick. When you network with somebody, you gotta like talk to them and make it like worth their while, okay? So introduce yourself, because don't just slide in and be like, hey, I got this awesome product. Okay, first of all, hello, who are you? I don't even know you. What's your name? Like, hello, and then know your product. Don't just say like, oh, I'm selling something awesome. Okay, what is it? Oh, well, you know, it's like theoretically, okay, let's start at number 1. This is where I messed up, because I was trying to sell something that was not tangible. And while the idea and concept was good, people had a really hard time trying to figure out what it was I was selling. So I was trying to get people to join an artist collective so that way we could have a whole community. This was for my old business. And people liked the idea and when I explained it to them, but they were like, so what do I buy? And in life, everything is not like physical, but I don't know how to sell intangible things yet. And I think selling thoughts or concepts or groups or ideas comes along after you have a base, after you've already sold something like physical. So with this, instead of trying to sell you like the concept of wellness, I can sell you a yoga session. You see what I'm saying? And in that yoga session, you will gain wellness. So sometimes it's easier if you have a physical, tangible item to sell when you try to go into business, versus like, I'm gonna sell you an idea. So have an idea, but try to have something that physically people can buy that's attached to the idea. And then when you're networking, try to connect with people who would benefit from that. So don't just send it to everybody in your friends list. Don't send it to all your family members. Like, send it to somebody who you think will actually benefit from this and somebody who would like it. Or send it to somebody who is in your field that you would like to connect with. Like, oh, we both do yoga. What if we did a collab? Or it's like, hey, I saw you post about you wanting to lose weight. I have this thing. Now, don't go around scamming and spamming. That ain't cool. Cancel that. And number 9 is keep learning and challenges. So one thing that I've been doing is, like I said, before this, I know if you've been following me for the last 2 years, you've been seeing me about the fitness and health and stuff, because I was like, oh, I gotta work out because I want to be on TV and this, that, and the other. And you can watch all those videos on the other videos, but this is what I'm not gonna go back through that. So this video is like, okay, how a lot of people were like, I want to work out with you, you're always so motivated, but I don't know if I should work out with you. And I'm like, why not? They're like, well, because you're sort of pricey, but who said that you could do this? And I know this sounds really bad, but they had a point. Not that you need degrees or anything like that. Experience is good enough, but sometimes people really need to see that proof. So what I did was I went back to school, and now I'm a certified yoga instructor. And then also I'm going back to school right now. I'm almost done. Actually, in a couple days, I gotta take my test. Okay, but we're not gonna stress that. I'll be a personal trainer, a certified personal trainer. So people were concerned about my credibility. So therefore, I went and made myself credible. Boom. Too easy. Okay. It wasn't too easy because it was expensive and very time consuming. Yeah. So moving on. Oh, I didn't talk about the challenges part. So also with learning is challenges. I don't really like doing challenges per se because I feel like it's too much pressure, and then I just feel bad about myself, and then I just overthink it and get overwhelmed. But one thing I want to do with the challenges is to see if it actually works. So for example, when people are like, lose 30 pounds in 30 days. Okay, actually, that's not healthy or possible because it takes about 3,500 calories to lose 1 pound. So, and the healthy method is to lose 1 to 2 pounds a week. So at most you could probably lose 4 pounds. I have no idea how you're gonna lose 30 pounds in 30 days. And if you do, I recommend you probably go to the hospital. Something's not right. But I just want to do little stuff like that, because what I notice is there's a lot of people who are like, come work out with me. And they just have on really nice workout clothes, but they don't actually work out. So they're just telling you this stuff. And I don't want people to get hurt because you're over here chasing clout versus reality. People, if you've been eating unhealthy for 10 years, you are not gonna just magically get your dream body or be extremely healthy in a week. You spent 10 years being unhealthy. It took you 10 years to get to your state. Why would you think it would only take you 1 week to revert back? Be patient. And that is my last tip. Number 10 is I'm gonna be patient with myself. So obviously growth comes, but it does take time. And that's one thing that I will agree with all the influencers and Instagrammers and all that stuff, where they were like, oh, just be patient and then you'll get there. Because the truth is, once you're there, you're like, oh, it didn't take that long. You see what I'm saying? Like when I started my yoga teacher instruction class, I was like, this is a lot of work. I'm never gonna get there. When am I gonna be certified? Am I ever gonna be certified? How is this? Oh, I wanna start my business now. Like, and look, now here I am making this video and I'm like, why is this one curl just refusing to stay in the bun? Stop it. And now here I am already and I'm like, see, just be patient. But it's true, you know, if you just keep taking it one day at a time, slow and steady wins the race. Like the turtle, he won outside of the rabbit who was like, I'm gonna get there so fast. So don't feel like I gotta wake up and I'm at 1 million, you know, like if it happens, awesome. Like if you do one viral video and that happens, like congratulations. But if it doesn't happen, like that's okay. Like it's all right. You have time. Like take it one day at a time. And just remember too with the patience thing that it goes up and down. Okay, so one day you may get like 5 followers and then the next day you lose 4. It doesn't necessarily mean you did anything. A lot of like spam accounts will follow you. A lot of people will follow you and then unfollow you to get their count up because they know you'll follow them, but they know that you won't check back again to unfollow them. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying you have to go through your whole thing like, who unfollowed me? I'm gonna unfollow them. Like, if you want to follow them, follow them. If you don't. Like, the number doesn't matter. Really what matters is building that genuine relationship with someone and like really connecting with them and enjoying doing what you do. So that's what I'm doing, because if I have 100 followers, amazing. If I have 2, amazing. I really want it, like, as long as I help one person, I like give my service to one person found wellness, one person was motivated, one person found happiness with me. That's good. That's good, you know, for me. Obviously, I do have bills and things to pay. So on the business side, I will be like, oh, I gotta monitor the numbers. I gotta like decide if this is successful or not. There's a difference between checking to see if something was like actually successful. Like, oh, this post, people don't seem to like it when I post like this, but why? Compared to when I posted this. Like that, looking at analytics is totally different versus like obsessing over, oh my God, somebody unfollowed me, my life is over. It's like, who cares? There's 7 billion people on the planet. Like, so what if one person doesn't follow you? Somebody else will. And then the next day, 1 million more people will follow you, or 1,000 more people, or hundreds more people. So as I said, just be patient and keep working and good luck. And like I said, thanks for watching, and you'll be able to follow everything. I'll put it on the side there or something. And yeah, see you later. Bye.